Derrick Lewis just TKO'd Taliesin Teixeira in record time, but the finish. Controversial, confusing, and it left a lot of fans and fighters scratching their heads. Now, to be fair, referees don't often find themselves in the kind of position Jason Herzog was in. You had one fighter going for the kill, and the other grabbing the fence to survive. Literally hanging onto it like Spider-Man. And that, right there, might have changed everything. So here's what happened. Sarah gets dropped. Lewis swarms him with ground and pound, and some of those shots get blocked. But while Teixeira is climbing the fence to stand back up, Herzog steps in and calls the fight. Now initially, this looked like an early stoppage. The guy was getting back up, right? But when you slow it down and really watch it, Teixeira would not have gotten to his feet without illegally using the fence. And that changes things. Think of it this way. If a fighter pokes someone in the eye or lands a low blow to escape a finish, that's considered a foul. So why is grabbing the fence to survive not treated the same way? That's where this gets complicated. If cheating to escape a TKO, then Lewis should win. If it leans more toward a disqualification, then maybe Teixeira should have been deducted a point or even DQ'd. Honestly, the best call might have been to let the fight continue and just deduct a point from Teixeira in real time. Let Lewis continue his barrage and make sure the illegal fence grab doesn't go unpunished. Herzog had options, but he chose to stop the fight entirely. So yeah, confusing now. Going into the fight, Teixeira was actually the betting favorite. He had the reach, the height, the technique, and he showed flashes of that. He opened up with a ton of feint slots of jab fakes, trying to bait Lewis into throwing something wild so he could counter it. That was clearly the game plan. Control range, draw out the bombs, and punish Lewis for overcommitting, and you could see it playing out. Every time Lewis started inching too close to the fence, he'd explode with that big stride, lunging in with that trademark right hand. But Teixeira kept backing up just enough to avoid it pulling out and coming back with a counter. His distance management wasn't perfect, but it was effective early on. And of course, no Derrick Lewis fight is complete without a wild hopping switch kick. It's actually crazy how often he throws it idiots. Someone 6'7", one day, Lewis is going to land a head kick, and it's going to be viral. But not this time. Teixeira blocked it. From there, they go back to feinting, trading positions. And then Teixeira lands a jab straight into Lewis's eye. That clearly bothered him. He starts pawing at his face, blinking, trying to clear his vision. and Teixeira sees that, so he pressures forward, hoping to capitalize. But Lewis fakes the right hand, again gets some space, and the dance continues. Then it happens, the finishing sequence. Lewis explodes again, throws that big right. Teixeira rolls with it. He tries to fire back with a pull uppercut, but he's off. His range is off. He blocks the follow-up left hook, steps out, and Lewis steps in again. This time, Lewis rotates that lead leg in classic setup for a lead left hook. Teixeira thinks he sees it coming and fires back with a jab. It lands but has no effect. Lewis just eats it. And here's the wild part. Teixeira is taller, longer, with a 4-inch reach advantage. His jab should land before anything. But it didn't stop Lewis at all. That's because of two things. Teixeira bent his wrist on the jab so it didn't fully extend. That alone gives up an inch or two. And Lewis angled his body forward. His shoulder was closer to Teixeira than his head. That gave him just enough reach to sling that left hook around and crush Teixeira's chin. Drops him instantly. That's where the controversy begins. As Lewis moves in for the finish, Teixeira is grabbing the fence to stand up. He rotates, tries to grab Lewis's wrist and face him again, but he's only able to do that because of the illegal fence grab. And right as Lewis is about to throw another hook, Herzog jumps in and stops the fight. Lewis was probably going to land that shot clean unless Teixeira blocked it, but we'll never know. The fight was stopped, and it's wild because Teixeira didn't know it was over. He immediately fires a jab and nearly clips Herzog. That moment said it all. He thought the fight was still on. But again, it's hard to say it was a bad call. Teixeira was dropped. He grabbed the fence, and Lewis was mid-barrage. Even though Teixeira looked like he was surviving, he was only able to do so by breaking the rules. Still, credit to both guys. Lewis got the finish, and Teixeira showed grit and promise. Let's not forget, this was just his second UFC fight, and he was already ranked, already headlining a main event. That says a lot about the state of the heavyweight division right now. And for Lewison, another knockout win. Crazy celebration, of course. Shoots invisible arrows into the air, probably. Thought he just knocked out Alex Pereira. But hey, a win's a win. As for Teixeira, it's not the end of the road. He can still bounce back, sharpen his tools, and make another run. We've seen it before. Look at Sergey Pavlovich, got dominated by Alistair Overeem in his debut, then went on a knockout tear. Even Stipe Miocic got finished by Stefan Struve early in his career. And look what he became. No one's saying Teixeira's going to be the next GOAT, but he can absolutely grow from this. He's still new. Less than 10 pro fights. There's a long road ahead, and with Tom Aspinall, likely to clean out this division soon, the UFC will need new contenders. Whether it's Teixeira, Almeida, Pavlovich, or someone else, heavyweight is going to need fresh blood. Because Tom, he's looking untouchable right now. But huge win for Derrick Lewis. And that's your full breakdown. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments, was it a good stoppage or a bad one? I'll catch you guys in the next one.